Hi dear, PN junction. We all know about these things, some sort of, who are connected with the electronics stream or any other stream also. But there is some controversy, and controversy, what kinds of controversy? That things is representing in this particular topic, that PN junction is a diode. Is a diode PN junctions? Diode, if I am considering that analytical meaning of the diode, this particular term is coming from dielectrode, diode, and for that reasons, for two electrode, dielectrode, diode concept is coming. But in case of PN junctions, is there any dielectrode? So come to this particular side, there is no any electrode in this diode. You show there is a diode, but in that case, in this particular diode, there is no electrode. You show there is a anode we are representing, there is a cathode we are representing, but there is no any electrode. But it is called diode. Why? So for that point of view, you show that this is actually the diode, that there is a negative, there is a positive, this is a voltage signal, high voltage signal, and its current to go through here. There is a negative and there is a positive. This is the anode and this is the cathode. This is the anode and this is the cathode actually. And you show these are the actually the previous case of the diode pictures. And here you show that in case of this particular diode, you can understand that the electricity is passing through here. Electricity is passing through is here. Actually the electron is passing through here, and it's inside of this, the electron flow from this plate to this plate, and it's creating and it is actually the representing the diode. So in that case, if I am increasing this current, and then automatically a electron's charge is flowing through this path, and it is called the diode, and these are the diode we have already said. Now next you show there is two electrode, and for that reasons we have said that it is the diode, as it is the cathode and it is the anode. That's why this is the cathode and this is the anode, that's why we can say it is the diode. So suppose we want to show one very important things, that suppose what happened, electron is passing through this particular cathode and the anode is accepting this electron, and what happened when the electron is passing from this particular cathode, and when anode is electron accepting, suppose I am considering that 10 numbers of electron accepting by the electron in a particular time second, and in here suppose 15 number of electron is come here for per second. Then what happened in this case, what happened, a excess numbers of electron is present this particular portions, and which is create a space charge of the electron, in here, and this is actually called the electron space charge. And electronically how we can remove this particular charge? So for that reasons we are introduce another electrode in here. We are introducing another electrode is in here, and this is positively charged, this is positively charged, and as per this positively charged, and this side is a positive charge and this side is a charge is much more higher, the efficiency of the charge is higher on this side. Like that way we can design. Then what happened, the electrons, excess electron, and the energy, the voltage in these positions and these positions is very high, comparatively this and this particular voltage is much more lower. Then what happened, it is swept away from this side to this side, a vector is creating, for that reasons the electricity passing through this particular place. And you show there is one electrode, there is another electrode, and there is another electrode. Now at present, now this electrode is 3, and for that reasons this is called the triode. This is called the triode. Not at present, now it is not the diode. I want to explain that you know about this diode. Every day in your home you are watch. At present now the scenario is changed, but every day in your home you are showing this particular diode, and it is actually nothing. This is when I am changing the shape, you can understand what it is. I am just changing the shape of it, then you can understand what it is. You are showing from this side, your eyes is from this side. It is actually a picture tube. You show there is a cathode and there is anode. It is actually a picture tube concept, and here it is the different. So we are showing from this side. So this is actually the triode concept. The triode concept is representing in here. Okay, so what I am showing, that dielectrode, that's why it is called diode. After then, to remove the space charge, the triode concept is coming, and the applications of the triode, that is the television's picture tube. You show this is the side view of the picture tube or side view of the CRO tube, cathode ray tube, CRT, cathode ray tube, CRT. Okay, so this is the configurations of the CRT, cathode ray tube. Now actually what, from where we are started, that we say that the PN junction is a diode. From there we just come to this particular portion, that is the triode concept. But the things is that in case of PN junction, as it is the diode, how it can be possible? So for that reasons we can go for here one graphical representations. So if I am considering this side is the voltage, this side is the current, then if I am increase the current in here, if I am increase the voltage in these particular portions, if I increase the voltage in these particular portions, then what happened, the current, and for the current and voltage it start, and then after then it is just saturated. Why saturated? Because of there is some space charge is occurred in this particular space, in this particular place, the space charge is occurred. So for that reasons, as there is a space charge is occurred, so for that reasons it is looks like that. So when the space charge is occurred, then the electron is also repel in this particular position. So for that reasons the more space charge is occurred. So you show it is looks like that. Okay, so graph is looks like that. And for that point of view, we can say that there is one of the graph which is a linear types of things, these particular portions. Now we go for the next. So this is the graph which is for this particular case one. This is the C1, this is the case 1 case. And if you go for the forward bias characteristics of any kinds of diode, it is also the diode characteristic also is looks like that. Okay, so if I am considering the forward bias characteristics, so if the forward bias characteristics of the diode is looks like that, so here it is the voltage, here it is the current, here it is the current, then if the forward bias characteristics, you show that this is for the diode valve and this is for the PN junctions, this is for the PN junctions. So as this is for the diode valve and this is for the PN junction, so we can say the characteristic of the PN junctions is also is equivalent to this particular diode valve, this particular diode valve. So for that point of view, for that reasons, we can say, we can conclude that PN junctions is also a diode. So that's all for this particular video. Thank you very much.